Hello, my dear listeners. I'm back again with a new video. After a long break, I was so busy with my teaching career and my students, my daily household chores, that I could not give much time to this video making. But from today onwards, I'll try to be regular. Today, I shall be interpreting a poem called The Voice of the Rain, written by Mr. Walt Whitman. And I took this poem from Class 10's Compulsory English book. I'm sure you are going to enjoy my every video. Let's start like this. Who doesn't like raining? I think everybody does. That is why so many beautiful songs are created on this subject, raining, in various languages. I think there is no one in this world who doesn't like raining. It is one of the forms of nature which is not only beautiful to look at, listen to, feel about, but also necessary to rejuvenate life and cleanse and purify everything on this earth. Poets love to sing this beauty of nature. They love to praise its worth openly in their poems. And today we are reading one of such poems of the great poet Mr. Walt Whitman. Before we delve into the poem, let's know something about the poet first. Mr. Walt Whitman was a famous American poet and writer. He was born in 1819 in New York and wrote many poems about nature, people, and freedom. His most well-known book is Leaves of Grass, which showed his love for America and everyday life. Whitman used a special style called free verse, which didn't follow normal rules of poetry. He believed in democracy and the power of the individual. People remember him as one of the greatest poets in American history. Poet Walt Whitman usually wrote his poems in free verse style. What is this free verse style? Free verse style is the rebel of the poetry world. It's poetry that refuses to follow the traditional rules of meter, rhyme, or rhyming patterns. Instead of matching to a steady beat, it follows the natural cadence of pauses and breaths, much like a conversation or a stream of consciousness. Now let's compare a free verse and formal verse style of writing poems. Formal verse is also called the sonnet. Now let's look at the structure of the poem in a formal verse style. The summer days are long and bright. The sun shines down with all its might. This is one stanza of the poem. In this stanza, the two lines or verses, they rhyme with each other. At least the two last words of the two verses or lines, they match or rhymes with each other. Bright and might. Now look at this free verse style of another poem. The sun stretches its yellow figures across the kitchen floor, unbothered by the ticking clock. Here, no words of any lines or verses matches or rhymes with each other. That is why it is called a free verse. We can think of free verse as modern dance compared to the ballad of formal poetry. What I'm trying to say is that it's less about the specific steps and more about the movement itself. In a free verse style of writing poems, there is no fixed rhythm. So, unlike a sonnet or a haiku, there is no set syllable count like da-dum, da-dum. This kind of iambic parameter. And the line lengths of free verse style poems are variable. Lines can be as short as one word or as long as a full sentence, depending on the emotional weight the poet wants to convey. And the poem focuses on imagery. Since it lacks a catchy rhyme scheme, free verse relies heavily on vivid descriptions and metaphors to stay engaging. And furthermore, there is an international line breaks, which means the poet decides where a line ends to create suspense, emphasize a word, or force the reader to pause. Usually, poets love this free verse style as it provides a sense of authenticity. it feels modern and unrestricted, allowing the writer to focus entirely on the feeling of the piece rather than trying to find a word that rhymes. As we know, poetry is not a turning loose of emotion, but an escape from emotion. It is not the expression of personality, but an escape from personality. This is a quote by T.S. Eliot, a pioneer of the form. Now finally, let's go to our poem. The voice of the rain. And who art thou? Here also the archaic words are used as art and thou. Art means are and thou means you. So, and who art thou? Which means, and who are you? Said I to the soft falling showers. It means the poet is asking the freely falling rain that who are you? And the rain suddenly answers, which strange to tell, give me an answer as here translated. And so the poet is surprised to hear the answer of the rain. He is responding to his question, who are you? You know what the rain answers? He says that I am the poem of earth, said the voice of the rain. Eternal I rise impalpable out of the land and the bottomless sea. Eternal means which lives forever or which never dies. As we know, rain never dies. Rain or the water never dies or ends. The liquid water only changes its form from liquid water to water vapor, that is, from liquid to a gaseous state. I rise impalpable. Impalpable means which cannot be seen. You cannot see water rising from this earth or from the bottomless sea up towards the sky in the form of vapor. We cannot see that. It is not visible. So, this whole process is impalpable. This is what the rain says. I am impalpable. I rise impalpable. Sea is so deep, that is why it is called bottomless. So, the eternal or ever-living rain rises out of the land and the bottomless sea in the form of vapor. We cannot see or is impalpable. Upward to heaven means vaguely formed, altogether changed, and yet the same. I rise up in the form of water vapor. Upward to heaven means up into the sky. Vaguely formed means I am unclearly formed as clouds. As I am pushed from one part to the other territory by the wind, I am altogether changed. I change my shape and slowly change into ice balls and fall towards the earth's surface, again in the form of water or rain. This is why it is said, yet the same. I again change from vapor back to water. Now, the next stanza says, I descend to lave the draughts, atomies, dust layers of the globe, and all that in them without me were seeds only, latent, unborn. I descend. It means I fall down. I come down to the earth. To lave means to wash away all the dirty surfaces of the earth. To lave the draughts means to wash away the dryness. I wet each and every corners of this earth, all those surfaces. Just before the rainy season, before the first rain falls, all the surfaces of the earth, the house rooftops, terraces, floors, and every nooks and corners are filled with dirt. Atomies means minute particles of dust. So everywhere it is filled with dirt and dust. And there is dryness everywhere on this earth. But once the rain falls down on this earth's surface, it washes away and cleans all those dirty surfaces. And it moisturizes or wets all the dry nooks and corners of this globe. It washes away the dust layers of this earth. And when I fall down on this earth, I help the latent seeds. Latent means the hidden seeds to germinate. Without me, they are just seeds. the dry seeds completely hidden and unborn. And forever by day and night, I give back life to my own origin and make pure and beautify it. I give back life to those hidden dry seeds. When they get soaked up in the water, they germinate and slowly grow into new saplings. In this way, I give new life, greenery, and hope to this earth. In this manner, I am recycled into my own origin. After purifying and beautifying this earth, I return back to my origin. That is, I get recycled again and again. Of course, the rain washes away all the dust particles that have collected on the plants and all the surfaces of this earth and makes them pure, clean, and beautiful again. After raining, the leaves of the plants and trees become so clean, green, and shiny, and our surrounding looks so clean and fresh. Even it washes away the dust particles in the atmosphere, and air becomes so clean and fresh to breathe. After raining, the clouds clear away and the sky becomes so clear and open. So the rain beautifies the whole environment. The air also smells so sweet after the rain. I'm sure we all have realized and experienced this in our life. And above all, when it is raining, the environment around us becomes so romantic and nostalgic. We love to stay indoors, peep outside to the raining world from our windows with hot tea or coffee in our hands. And we even love the sounds of rainfall. Just listen to this. Now, the last part, for song issuing from its birthplace after fulfillment, wandering, wrecked or unwrecked, duly with love returns. In this last part, the poet has compared the journey of the rain to that of a poem or a song. Just like rain, a poem or a song is also created from the inner core of the heart of the creator or the poet. It comes from within, just as the rain is created from the bottomless sea and out of the land. Both the poem and the song have beautiful rhythm or sound. Just like the rain, they are so good to listen to. People love to listen to them all. And once they are created and comes to this earth, whether they are wrecked or unwrecked, that is, whether they are recognized or not, it means whether they are taken care of or not, they will fulfill their purpose of giving new life and happiness to others, and finally they will return to their place of origin or heart they came from with love. And this cycle continues till eternal. Poems and songs are also born and reborn in the hearts of people of every generation from time immemorial till today, and it will continue forever without an end. They are eternal, just like the rain. So all these three things, that is the rain, the poem, and the songs, they will never die from this earth. They are always eternal. With this, my dear listeners, I would like to end my video